See my daughter in jail, give her a pat on the back. She just ran the 13-mile race in Riverside. Yeah, give her that. Oh, she didn't come in first place, so let's take it down a little. It is a feat, though, to run 13 miles. I've never run 13 miles. That's incredible. She earned that medal. You ever seen that guy David Goggins' feet after a race? I saw a picture of him. He runs these ultra marathons, like 100 miles, and he had a picture of his feet, and it looked like, man, it looked bad. Not just callous, but when the calluses are falling off, it looks like your toes are all crooked, and his toenails had fallen off, and black and blue and cracked, and little blood dripping, and just filth. I mean, you're like, God, man, it's a Halloween costume kind of thing. And he's bragging about it. You know, I ran a 1,000 or 100-mile race, and every step was pain and agony. I'm like, yeah, looks like it, pal. Can't run no more. I could probably beat him in a race the next day, you know. You come to a place where you can't keep running. You get tired. You get on that bender and you get tired, man. It's been a couple of days, no sleep. Now you got it. Now you just fall over. He says you can't outrun this. You can have a new relationship. You can even go to a new church. You can get a new job. You can get a new education. The problem is that person looking at you in the mirror is still you. You can't outrun yourself. You have to deal with yourself. In Psalm 139, the psalmist says, where could I ever go from your spirit, O God? You look at the life of Jonah. Where could I go? He couldn't get far enough, and yet God would still catch him. The name Zedekiah, it means the justice of God. And it's kind of a funny name for the king of Babylon to rename you. But it's not when you think about what he's doing. The king of Babylon is saying, Matthias, I'm going to make you a covenant. And in our covenant, you're going to pay me, you're going to fight for me, and I'm going to rename you so you know I'm in control of you. And your new name is, your God is just. Hey, do you like that God is just? Wait a second now. Listen, if I'm a criminal, I don't want a just judge. I want a crooked guy. I want someone that's not going to sentence me. Because a just judge would give me what I deserve. If you're guilty, you don't ask for justice. You ask for mercy. You said, please don't give me what I do deserve. When I was in college, I played basketball. We had a rival. It's funny, Bible school has a rival, but we hated them. I still hate Cal Christian. Remember that, coach? When we would play Cal Christian, they'd get chippy, man. We'd be elbowing, kneeing, eye gouging. I mean, I shouldn't say we, I should say me. I was a very dirty player for a little while. And I remember our freshman year, we were playing against them, man. It was a slobber knocker back and forth, and grabbing fingers. And man, they'd set a pick on me, and I'd just knee him in the thigh. They'd take a charge. I go, you can take this one to the bank, pal. I'd knee him in the chest, and I'd just start walking the other way. And he'd rebound, I'd be throwing elbows. And man, it was a fight. I remember they had this guy, 6'5", big, strong guy. Him and I did not like each other. And I remember he threw an elbow at me, caught me, and the next time I could, I kicked him in the shin. The next time he could, he got this rebound right over me. And so what I did is I slipped. And I kind of rolled into his legs. And he hit the deck, and I hit the deck. And there we were laying right next to each other. And he took his massive paw on the side of my head and just slammed it into the hardwood. And you could hear the crowd going, uh-oh, it's going to be a fight. I got up faster than him, and I just swung my arm at him. I hit him right in the groin. Not on purpose, but and I heard him go, ugh! And I popped up, and I ran at him like one of those little chihuahuas, man. I was shoving that guy. He wasn't moving. He was balling up his fist. And the bench is cleared, and they're holding him back. I remember telling one of my teammates, hey, hold me back. Make it look like I'm really trying to fight. I did not want to fight that guy. But I was like, hey, it's got to look good, man. I can't look like a sissy right now. We already started this thing. And the ref blows the whistle, and they canceled the rest of the game. And man, I remember going back to the campus, and the athletic director called me in his office. He goes, hey, Drew, you need to sit down. We need to have a conversation. I said, I understand there was an altercation at the game. What happened? I said, well, you know, I hate the Cal Christian. He's like, the Bible college student training for ministry. Maybe you should take the hate down a level. And I said, yeah, I didn't play right. I grabbed fingers, I poked eyes, I kneed him, I elbowed, I did everything I could to hurt that guy. I didn't hurt him that bad, he's fine. And I said, he played dirty too, you know, and he slammed my head, and I got mad, and I swung, and That's what happened. Am I going to be suspended? You kicking me out? What's going to happen? And he laughed and he said, you know what, Drew? I already watched the film. I knew all this already happened. I was just testing to see if you'd tell me the truth. He said, you know, you're not really in any trouble. I saw you got your head hit pretty hard. You probably already, you paid enough already. I'm not mad. He wasn't mad at me for the whole thing. Everything you ever do is on film. Everything you ever say, God knows. God is just. You can't outrun him. Zedekiah sees the wall is breached, and he panics, and he runs, and then he gets caught. And when he gets caught, he gets in chain. And when he gets in chain, he has to watch his people slaughtered in front of him. He's got to watch the consequences of his actions on his children. And that's the last thing he gets to see. And then they blind him. And they say, that's all you get to see. Remember that the rest of your life. If only this man would have cried out to God. Hezekiah was surrounded. He was surrounded by 185,000 Babylonian Assyrians. And yet, he had the common sense to say, God help me. And God sent one angel and obliterated all of them. The prophet Elijah was in a city, and Ahab and all those wicked kings and the king of Syria, all of them were after him at one point. He's hiding out in the city, and the enemy surrounds it. And his servant runs to him and says, prophet, we're surrounded. They're going to assassinate us. They're going to kill us. And he goes, poor boy. God opened this boy's eyes, and the boy's eyes are open, and he sees the angelic army behind the enemy. Just like that. What story do you like? Do you want to be like Zedekiah, or do you want to be like the prophet Elijah?